For the last over 2 years, I am 39 years old right now, I've been eating an acai bowl for my first meal of the day every single day. I have done an acai bowl video before with this same Vitamix, but I want to update it because as I have been doing these acai bowls and making these acai bowls for myself, I've been doing research, and as you do something every day, you just get better at it and you just fine tune it. You are about to witness the greatest acai bowl, not in the country, in the world. And you know why I say that with full confidence? Because my acai bowl, the one that I eat every single day, has 50, not 15, 50 grams of that protein straight up in there. And it tastes like ice cream. Now I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, oh, that's too good to be true. First off, we're gonna start with the main ingredient, and this is make or break for your acai bowl. This is the acai stick, the acai puree that I use. It is from Amazon Planet, and it is the pure zero sugar Wonder Fruit acai. Now there are other brands, but what you need to be careful of, and this is the biggest mistake that everybody makes, is they get the regular acai mix that has added sugar, or every stick is like 8 or 10 grams of sugar. You need at least 2 sticks to make an acai bowl. This right here, 0 grams of sugar, and it even has a little bit of fiber. This is how you win. So with 2 of these acai sticks, as I call them, or acai frozen packs, that's where it all starts. Now you're going to not just mix this. This is not enough. You're going to mix it with frozen berries, or what you can also do, and I'm already getting advanced in this video, but you can also get like a pitaya dragon fruit smoothie pack, which is basically the same principle. Now this right here has 65 calories and 6 grams of sugar, 0 of which is added because it's pure fruit. So if you add 2 of these and 1 of these, you got yourself already an amazing acai bowl with only 6 grams of sugar. Now these packs right here, they also have 60 calories per stick. Now here's what you do first. You know, before you even decide that you're gonna do an acai bowl or make one, you gotta have a Vitamix or a very high powered blender. Now if right now you're saying that you don't have a Vitamix and you can't afford one, I'm just gonna be blunt with you. You gotta step your game up. We live in America. And if you live in America, you gotta make money, because this Vitamix is worth 100 times what you're gonna pay for it. I think it's like, what, $500? But guess what? This Vitamix, I kid you not, is 11 years old. And yeah, how do you turn it on? It still works. See that? I forgot because I'm doing it in reverse. So first things first, you got the 2 acai sticks. Here's what you do. They're frozen. You gotta put them in here. How do you do that? What you do is you go boom, 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 3 times each side. You don't just crack them open like this, because that plastic is not going to break and plastic is not going to tear. You grab a little knife, fold it double like this, and you just tear that sucker open. Then you squeeze it in there. Now you already see it's in pieces right here. This is gonna blend real nice. And you're gonna cut this open. You're performing surgery on your acai. Now here is what is very, very important. You don't just add these frozen berries in here. As you can see, I like the Wyman's brand, but really you can get any brand. It really doesn't matter. In fact, my favorite Wyman's, they were out of stock. That's the one with bananas and strawberries and blueberries. But these are good too. Like this has cherry berry and kale. This is probably my least favorite, triple berry, because it has too many boysenberries or whatever. And this is blueberries. It's just a little bit more monotone in your flavor. But you can switch it up. So today, let's do this one. But you don't add this just yet. For consistency purposes, what you do, take your knife out and you get the peanut butter and you put the peanut butter in the Vitamix, because it's going to make it blend when you turn it on. What you are supposed to do, you should follow your meal plan and whatever your trainer's telling you to do, whether it's 1 tablespoon, a half a tablespoon, or whatever. You need to measure it out with a tablespoon and be like, ooh, yeah, and then put it in there. I've been doing this for almost 3 years. I just go like this, I pour it out, wait for it to go, and I eyeball it. So for me, this is good. Now that went really well, but sometimes there's peanut butter like hanging over the edge. I live by myself, nobody's gonna see me. I'll lick the tub, I'll lick the bottle, I don't care. If you live with other people, don't do that. Next step is you get your high fiber fuel, your high fiber cereal. 80% of America is dehydrated. I don't know what percentage of America is low in fiber. Looking at what the average American looks like, I would probably say it's like 200%. A high fiber cereal is a great way for you to get your daily amounts of fiber in. Now I know what you're thinking, Michael, you get fiber in through vegetables. You're absolutely right, but this is just like a nutritional insurance policy that you still get your fiber in. This is a high fiber cereal that I like. It's Nature's Path Organic Smart brand. There's another brand on Amazon, and this is no joke. Serious face. It's called Poop Like a Champion. It's, let's try that again. Take two. There's another brand on Amazon. It's a real cereal. It is called Poop Like a Champion. And have I tried it? No. So I can't tell you if it works. I don't know. I really like this one. Again, I eyeball this. So for me, I put a layer and I put a little bit more, just like this much. 3/4 of a cup is already 17 grams of fiber. Now, the average American needs about 30 grams of fiber. This is probably already like over 20 grams of fiber right there. Then you move on, and now we're gonna add the rest of the berries to the Vitamix right here. Now, today I chose cherry berry and kale. Now, again, you are going to measure this out at first, but your goal in life is to be able to eyeball foods. Now, for me, I know from experience, this is good, this is enough. This is gonna give me about 100 calories with about, 10, 15 grams of sugar. Now, here's the crazy part. The only sugars that you're getting are from the real fruit, from the fruit blend. You're not getting any sugars from the acai mix because that was sugar-free. Now, the next step is chill. Every step is the most important step, but it is to add the protein powder. I have my own protein powder. It is called Lion Strong Build Protein Powder. Now, full transparency, I modeled my protein powder off of a brand that was called Whey Natural USA. I used to sell that Whey Natural USA back in my gym in Norwalk back in like 2013, 14. That company went out of business. They were located in Gainesville, Florida, making gains. I got the formula on how they made their protein powder, and that's what I did with my protein powder, and it is the best tasting protein powder, guaranteed the best tasting protein powder you have ever had. From grass-fed cows, it's all natural, no artificial sweeteners. When it comes to making protein shakes, acai bowls, honestly, I always recommend vanilla because chocolatey is usually too overwhelming, and if you do vanilla, it's kind of like a good baseline that you can then add stuff into. So like if you make an acai bowl and it's made with vanilla protein powder and you add a chocolate cookie, the chocolate cookie is gonna stand out more. I do 2 scoops. I'm getting 45 to 50 grams of protein right here. Are we done? Are you done when you're arguing with your husband or wife and you're just like, and then your husband or wife says, "Are you done?" You know you're in trouble. We're not done. What we're gonna do up next is add all the healthy stuff, the stuff that's gonna make you live till 140. First off, we're gonna add some chia seeds. You might keep them in a bag. I have this right here. I had my kitchen designed by a woman from Nicaragua, and she has like a part-time interior decoration business, and she's really good at it. If you're interested in getting your kitchen like this, let me know. I'll send you her information. She's not cheap. I just have all my like elixirs and potions and powders. I have them easily accessible. Everybody that goes into my kitchen, they always say, "Oh my God, this looks amazing." I'm like, yeah, I actually use it. This is a real tablespoon, and I actually do measure this because this just happens to be a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds right there. Why chia seeds though? Chia seeds are also a great source of fiber, but not only that, they really kind of just like make the acai bowl just blend better. Now the next ingredient is an absolute must-have. Of all the ingredients that I'm showing you, obviously you want to add the acai. You want to add the protein powder. That's also very important. You can technically skip everything else except for this right here. I wish you could smell this right here. Oh, it's one of the best smelling things that you can smell. It is raw cocoa nibs. Basically, cocoa nibs is what chocolate is before it turns into chocolate. It is the raw form of chocolate. And cocoa nibs is chocolate basically chopped up in little nibs. I'm supposed to get like a tablespoon. What I usually do, I get like a little bit more. This right here, add it to your acai bowl or your protein shake. It makes everything tastes so good. This actually will have a little bit of an energizing effect. And if you haven't taken cocoa nibs yet or cocoa powder, start taking it in your protein shakes and just pay attention to how you feel. Where you used to just walk around like this, now you're just gonna be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Last thing I'm going to add, this little concoction right here. This is maca, M-A-C-A. Maca is basically derived from a root, not I am Groot, but a real root that is grown usually in Peru. Now there's a lot of things things you can say about maca, about like the purity of it and what's real maca and what isn't. I just get the one from the Navitas brand at the moment, and sometimes I get the Navitas mixture of maca with ashwagandha and reishi. I just put it in there. It adds very minimal calories, but what maca does is it increases your circulation, aka your virility. And if you don't know what that means, it improves your performance when the lights are on and off. Are we done? Not yet. Any opportunity to add canela, cinnamon over your foods, you gotta take that opportunity, grab that opportunity with both hands. I've done this in all my videos in the past, and I'm gonna do it again. I get the Simply Organic cinnamon. I turn it upside down and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why 14? Johan Cruyff was the greatest Dutch soccer player, greatest soccer player almost ever, and his jersey number was 14. And it's time to blend it. You're gonna need one of these right here. You're gonna need a little lid and a little hole out there. You put it in. So I like to turn it halfway first, and then I turn it on. Now, before I turn it on, let me tell you this real quick. It's gonna go, and it's not gonna catch at first, but you're gonna know when it catches. And this is very, very important. Otherwise, your shake is gonna be too lumpy or too liquidy. Once it catches, and you hear the Vitamix or your blender go, that's when you wanna kind of see it all swirl together. Once it swirls together, you kind of see like it turns into lava, that's when you stop. That's when you stop. Don't go too far. The more you blend it, the warmer it gets. And for two, it just gets too much of a puree. I like it when it still has the texture of, you know, ice cream. So here we go. Turn it halfway, we're gonna turn it on. Oh. So here we go. Turn it So here we go. Turn it halfway, we're gonna turn it on right here. What I'm gonna do, push it down. Push it down. Push it down. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. A little bit now. Push it down. Push it down. Yeah, look at that rock there. All right, hear that? And this is where it catches. Now, this is where you turn it halfway. You turn it halfway, just finish it off, right there, straight up. Boom. Up next is the moment suprême, French for supreme moment. Here is where you're going to see the consistency. Actually, let's get a close-up right here because this is the pure magic. All the fibers right here that is going to clean out your colon and reduce your blood sugar and just give you fiber and give you healthy, clear skin and clean out your digestion. And here you got 50 grams of protein coming your way. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. I know you're seeing this through video, but I know your stomach is rumbling right now. Look at that. You really want to make sure, it's always a game for me. I do this every day. You want to make sure that you get every little last bit of it. And look at that ice cream that you get. And can you imagine eating this every single day? I know what you're thinking, that's a lot of sugars, right? Well, no, not really. The only sugars that you're getting in is from the fruits, and that's like natural sugar because it's from fruit. Also, like, I've been eating this every single day. If you want to stay lean, it's calories in versus calories out. And making sure that your food quality is good. But speaking of quality of foods, this right here, this is basically made by Jesus himself. This is all the finest ingredients. Every single food that we are putting in here is a superfood. And you are eating this every single day, you're gonna be in a good mood, you're gonna feel super full of energy, you're building all kinds of gosh dang muscle. And not only that, you know how much cinnamon we put in here? Cinnamon kills cravings like no other. So eating one of these is first off something to look forward to every day. Like seriously, it's been almost 3 years and I still look forward to this every single day. After I have it, it's not like, oh, I gotta have another one. No, it really like kills my cravings. So, lekker hoor. That's what they do in the Netherlands. When something tastes good, you go with your hands like this. The Smart brand is on the bottom. So what I like to do is just kind of mix it together. Here is where it only gets more fun. First off, I'm going to add a little bit more cinnamon just because I like cinnamon so much. And I always get cinnamon on my kitchen counter. But now, see, I can add all kinds of stuff to my acai bowl, and I calculated for myself that right there is about 800, 900 calories, 800-ish. So I know, like, all right, I can add like a 200, 300 calorie, you know, snack or, you know, cookie or whatever. So I got my little cookie shelf. I got these Susie's birthday cake donuts. These are 150 each. I don't buy them because they're grain-free. I just buy them because they're 150 calorie donuts. These are really good. Midday squares. They're 150 calories each. I got skinny dipped peanut butter cups. These are like 150 calories each, only 2 grams of sugar. Now I'm gonna show you right here, basically the greatest chocolate bar ever made. It's Honey Mama's right here. They come in all kinds of flavors. I think the chocolate cake is the best one. Bad news about it is that they sell it at Sprouts. Good news is that they sell it at Sprouts. Bad news is because I keep buying it, I need to watch out. But how many calories do you think is in this whole bar? I probably think it's like 400, 500 right now. It's only 360. I already had my acai bowl today on the day of shooting this video. So I'm gonna give this to the camera lady. So I'm not gonna put the whole thing in there because then she's gonna blame me if she like gets fat. But what I always do is you got the whole Honey Mama's bar here. You already know like every stripe is 120 calories. So I'm gonna put 240 calories in here. 240. What I then do is I kind of like break it up a little bit. I'll just like stick that sucker in there right there. Look at that right there. Look at that. Can you imagine eating that every single day? I usually break my fast with this meal right here. And I have my little tradition, my little habit. I will get my little napkin. I always have a little napkin. I put my little acai bowl on the napkin. And then I will get my phone and I will stop working. And then I will actually sit on this chair right here. And I will then go with this acai bowl. I will go to this app right here. This is an app where it tells me all the latest European soccer news. So it keeps me up to date on Ajax Amsterdam. I do this at like 11 a.m. or noon, and all morning long when I wake up, I work from home, I'm looking forward to this moment, and I really savor this moment. And this is 1,000 calories for me. I make it fit my calories. Now my daily calories is about 2,500. If you are watching this video and you're a client of mine and this is on your meal plan, your acai bowl might look a little bit different, maybe less ingredients, maybe more. It just depends on how many calories you're on. You can easily make this 600, even 500. Anybody can do this. And here's the biggest issue that I see is people say, I would like an acai bowl, and then they go to like those juice places and it's 30, 40, 50 grams of sugar with no protein. No protein. No wonder. Everybody's getting diabetes left and right. You gotta have protein every single meal. Doing this every single day. Like for me, weekends are the exact same as weekdays because every day is paradise. Every day I get to eat this right here while I check my European soccer scores. You can do something else. I just want you to know this is the greatest acai bowl in the world. When you have this, just promise me one thing. When you eat this acai bowl, you sit down for it and you do something that you enjoy. Maybe you have it with your girlfriend, with your partner, or you check your latest soccer score or watch your favorite TV show, because this is a beautiful thing. This is like 3 years of work right here in this bowl. Leave me a comment and let me know after you have made it how it worked out for you. I can't wait to hear from you. I'll see you in the next video.